and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot, which has a diverse array of pick a card readings. For this yes or no reading, formulate a question in your mind, then pick one of the piles. Remember, you are the ultimate authority on your life, and this is simply a guide to help you access the wisdom you already hold within yourself. So pick one of the 5 piles. We've got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5, and then we can get started. So let's, just let me move my cat out of the way. For pile 1, I'm just going to hope my cat doesn't block the camera. She's a very nice cat. But we've got, let's see, we've got the 5 of Cups for pile 1. We've got the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Wands in reverse. So let's see. So my sense is that, sorry about that. My cat is just, she's really tends to get involved. So my sense is this is actually a yes, and it involves like the final culmination of this yes is a lot of grief that you've released in the past, and you've done a lot of work to release this grief, and it's finally being released, and you will finally, it's a sort of a completion, like you've wanted to have this completion for a long time, this 10 of Cups, and it could involve some sort of relationship, but my sense is there's a lot of difficulty in some cases surrounding it. Like with the 9 of Wands, like there's been a lot of like defensiveness, and it's this yes is not one that really comes easily. It comes with a lot of like grief in the past, and a lot of like the 9 of Wands in this deck. It's not really, portrayed as the Rider-Waite version of it, but he looks very defensive in that version of the tarot, and it's like it's a card of almost being there, and he's been through a lot. He's been just war wounded going through life, but there's finally, we've got the 10 of Cups in the center. There's finally a completion and a happy ending. Oop, my cat is messing up the cards. Oop, I'm going to try and move her a little bit out of the way. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so it's a completion. It may have been even something that you've longed for your entire life, and my sense that you've had a lot of difficulty, gone through a lot of dark times, and it's like you've had a lot of passion, like really wanting to have this, and then it's like you've wondered at times, oh, is this gonna happen? It's like you've felt in this 9 state of almost completing, and then it finally clicks into place. And I hear that in some cases it will click into place in a very strange way. Like you may not be able to predict it, but it will. I hear it will slip into place, but in a very odd way. And you may expect it in some cases not. But I'll try to move my cat out of the way. But yeah, it looks like that. But yeah, lots of hard times. Oh, yeah, running up to this yes. All right. Well, thank you very much for. I hope this is of use to you, and like it and subscribe if you find this useful. And sorry, my cat's distracting me. She's really distracting me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and enjoy the other pick a card readings on my channel. All right. And then now we're on to pile number 2. So for pile number 2, let's see what cards we have. we've got the Knight of Cups, the Fool, and the Ten of Wands. So I immediately got from this is it's a maybe. It's a maybe. It You may have a lot of emotions involved in this. I hear that this has been sort of a situation for some people that's plaguing you, like the resolution to this situation may have been plaguing you for the last like 7 years, and it's very much tied in with emotional, like some people may have cut off their emotions in regards to this, and some people may have just, they feel very like emotionally drained by this particular situation. And I hear that if this happens, it's a maybe. It will I hear in some cases it will relieve someone's burden, but in some cases, even if it's a good thing, it could also create a sense of getting this yes, although it could be a blessing, could also create in some cases a sense of being very very overwhelmed as well too. Maybe in some cases a good overwhelm, but I hear, and if it is a yes, in this case I hear it's sort of a maybe, but if it is a yes, it will portend a very very new journey, a very new like part of your life journey, like will make everything fresh. And I heard that whatever happens, it will be meant to be, whether it's a yes or no, it will be meant to be, and it very much involves a new journey. And I heard that some of you may actually fear this being a yes, because you fear, oh, am I able to handle this? Will I be emotionally able to handle the burden of this yes? That's what I heard. Like I hear it's very lots of emotions linked to it. Very much like it's there's a lot of emotionality linked to it. And I heard that for some of you, you may think you want it and you're kind of confused about whether you want it or not. Like you may think you want it, but a part of you doesn't. So that I get a very strong sense of ambivalence about this pile. And I hear that for some it will be a happy yes. Like it will be a happy yes. Um, and and in that case, it will be a very strong emotional like relief that will be released for some people in this pile. If it is a yes, it will be a strong amount of emotional. Oh, my cat is disturbing things again. Sorry about that. So yeah, if it is, it will be a relief of burden. I see a strong sense of happiness for the people in this pile that it is a yes for, like a relief. But then I get, yeah, for some it's ambivalence. You may even doubt whether you really want this. Like it's like there's ambivalence in your psyche about this, and so it's just I see a lot of wavering energy. But that's all I get for pile number two. I hope, and I funny I just saw, yeah, before this pile ends, I heard a wink, and I heard a wink or saw the image of a wink, and you know what to do. You'll know what to do, like a wink. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I saw like a angelic being, yeah, giving a wink and saying you'll know what to do, and you can trust yourself. You've got this. Whatever way this goes, you've got this. So yeah, have I'm getting a sense of, yeah, have confidence in yourself. Whatever way this goes, and you need to clarify within yourself. Um, what it is that you truly want for some of the people in this play. You need to sort of go within, do some soul searching, and actually think: is this something that you really want, or is it not? And it's, yeah. So I'm getting some different energies, but yeah, that's all for pile number two. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you'll like and subscribe and enjoy the other videos on my channel. And have a good day. Now it's time to go to pile number three. All right, pile number threes. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We've got the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Magician. So I get for this pile, this is probably a no, most likely a no, but I heard there's something much better for you. And the execution of this something better involves you really stepping into your power. And when you do that, I hear that the wheel of fortune, like when you step into the energy of the magician, the wheel of fortune is going to very much um, go in your favor. But yeah, with the Ten of Swords, I hear it's probably most likely over. But you will be able to really, the ending of the situation, if it is in fact ending, it will help you turn the tide in your life, step into your power. So I see with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, I see that there's an energy like sort of flowing between them. Like he goes into, it's interesting because they're kind of, in a way, they're contradictory cards, because the Magician is very much about empowerment. Like he uses the tools on his table to, create what he wants. He steps into his power, very very easily. You see he's got his hand. He's pulling down the power of the universe, and he's bringing that to the ground. He's got his chalice. He's got his pentacle. He's got his, you know, sword. He's got his wand here, and he takes on the energy of the universe and he creates that. So I'm getting that this is what you're learning. You're learning to truly step into your power, and you're learning to release something from the past, an energy. And I get in many instances, it's like a psychological energy that you really want to and need to move beyond. And I hear that, yeah, because the Wheel of Fortune, right, these energies are sort of, they they interlock in an interesting way, because the Wheel of Fortune is very much, oh, fate just goes into your, this kind of represents in a lot of cases fate, the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Magician acts, represents really going into your inner power. But I hear that you'll be able to, by going into your power, you'll be able to um, spin the wheel of fate or the destiny. You'll really access, by releasing the situation, you'll really be able to step into your power, release release the old, and it will help you transform into a new person in many different ways, who believes that they have the power to access the universe. Like, because sometimes you feel, maybe for some of you feel that, oh, my cat is distracting me again. But yeah, like it's like when you go into that sense of power, you'll be able to feel that you can almost access the background energy of the universe and draw it towards you. That's what I see. Like, I see that very much. For some, this may have been a disempowering situation that has just left a bad state of pain in your stomach. That's what I feel. Like, just a pain in your solar plexus, just emotional pain. Like, I see for some, the emotional pain is extremely large, right? The pit of emotional pain. But you will release the emotional pain by going into your power. And I see, start using universal exercises um, to get back to the universe's power. Like, I heard in some cases you have been a witch or a literal magician, or somebody who really tapped into universal energy. So I hear that just stand outside, or even wherever you're comfortable, like wherever you're comfortable, and just intend that you see how the power of the universe works, and intend that you are in the center of that, and say, I deserve to have good things. I deserve to have things. I deserve to have things. And as I deserve to have good things, I will, like, find the background noise of the universe and bring it towards me. And I see you almost swirling the energy of the universe to create what you truly want in your life. and then you will access so-called fate, which the question is it really fate at all, or does it come from consciousness, which interweaves around it and controls it? So in the sense, the whole idea of the wheel of fortune isn't true. It's like it's all from human consciousness. So, or consciousness in general. So you're the ultimate, you know, you're the ultimate access to that consciousness, and from that way you'll be able to truly and quickly create what you really want. And I heard the number 3, and I heard if for some you'll be able to access this with great power and discipline. You'll be able to create this new thing in 3 weeks time for some. I hear you. And as soon as you feel your true power, you will have what you truly want. That's what I heard. As soon as you feel your power, you'll be able to create what you truly want. So that's what I get for pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed that, and like and subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. And now it is time for pile number 4. Interesting. The Hanged Man and the 8 of Wands. Interesting. So I get with this, for some it's a yes. For some it's a yes. But there's a sense of, okay, what do we have? We got the 8 of Wands, and here you have he's waiting, he's waiting for something. And the Hangman is also a waiting card. And I got, like, in 30% of the cases this is a yes. 70% of the cases it's a no. But I got it can go in 3 different directions. That's what I got from this over here. It can go in about 3 different directions. And it's like this has been sort of in stasis for a while. Like you've been wondering what's going to happen, and it's finally going to, like the Hanged Man is in reverse, right? Because the card, it looks like he's upright, but he's actually in reverse. So it's like it's finally he's going to be snapping out of, like, this is the center card here, right? So he's going to finally be snapping out of out of this state of waiting. He's going to snap out. And what I heard is that what can be sure is that this this state of wondering will be over soon. I get that this state of wondering will be over and he will be snapping out of this, or you will be snapping out of this energy with the Hanged Man. But I hear it's kind of tenuous which way it goes. Like there's 3 different directions. Like in some instances it's going to go straight to what you want. For others it's going to be this sort of, you're going to get, I heard for some cases, like you're going to get tired of it yourself, of wanting this. Like, so for some it's a no, because you're just going to get tired of wanting it, and you're just not going to want it anymore. You're just kind of fed up. I heard that in some cases you're just like, oh well, this is just, I'm tired of, you could be in some cases waiting for a person, but I heard in some cases it's going to, yeah, it will switch to a yes. But for others it's just like I see you walking away, and so I see this image of you walking away in some cases, like just being like, oh no, I'm done with this person, I'm done with this situation. It's just too much. It's not worth, draining my energy anymore. It's just too draining to me. And I heard that whatever happens in this situation, you can have peace in your heart. And I heard that for some, like this, but this situation in general that you're asking about, it's kind of a repeated pattern in your life of, like, it's something you just don't want to go through anymore. It's just something that you don't want to go through anymore. And I hear that whatever way the situation goes, it will involve releasing a particular pattern. Like as the Hangman releases, it will help you release a particular pattern as well. So this is very much for some people about releasing patterns and just getting, I hear, very stuck dark and dank energy and releasing that. And I hear like you could almost release a tone. I hear a very high tone that you need to go to, like you I hear you need to raise your energy to a higher frequency to no longer be in stagnant situations such as this, and to not have things play on a tape, you know, um like a revolving tape anymore, like over and over and over again. Like you really want to get out of this cycle and create a new life. So yeah, for some it's a no, for some it's a yes. And but it kind of seems to go towards the energy of a stagnancy, which would seem to suggest no. But in some cases, it's a yes. But yeah, and I heard whatever whatever happens, you know that you have the ability to find your peace within. All right, thank you. That's all for pile four. I hope you enjoy that, and it was helpful to you. And yeah, consider giving me a like and a subscribe, and maybe checking out the other videos on my channel. All right, and now it is time for pile five. So let's see, what do we have for pile five? Interesting, interesting. So we've got the Nine of Cups in the middle, and the Four of Swords right here. And we've also got the Gateway to Meditation. Interesting. So immediately what I got like in 90% of the cases, this is a yes. But I heard you will need to have boundaries, and it will come with some sort of stipulations. That's what I heard. Like it could it could come with some stipulations, like and I heard that in some cases it's not exactly how it's cracked up to be. In some cases it is the full Nine of Cups, right? Because the Nine of Cups is an interesting card because yes, it does connote a wish fulfilled, but sometimes I heard it can be a bit much. I heard like the Nine of Cups kind of suggests, overindulging, having a bit too much, having like an excess. I see a very like an excess energy overflowing, which in some cases could be good, but in some cases it's and I hear yeah there could be a couple of stipulations, so I hear it's kind of I see the image of a yin and the yang, like, oh yes, this is mostly a the yin and the yang, like every darkness has its light, every every like something good has its shadow. So that's what I heard, everything good has a little bit of shadow. So, and then interesting, we got the Gateway to Meditation. And when I get this, it's like interesting card, Gateway to Meditation. It's in reversed, which yeah, kind of it sort of would mean to go. I heard that then an important thing with this situation is to go inward and kind of find the higher spiritual purpose for this. Like, even if you do get this, will it truly make you happy? Like it will to a certain extent, right? To a very to a certain extent, but will it fully, you know like I hear there's something that you need to go inward to sort of maybe see the situation in a little bit different light. Like I see the sense that it needs like some sort of adjustment to make it completely, you know, completely the Nine of embodying the full energy of the Nine of Cups. And this may be something, maybe it's something that somebody else is contributing to the situation, but I hear that to do your part with the situation, even if it is a yes, you need to go within to fully, I hear in some cases, to fully make the situation what it could be. Like you need to do your part, and it very much entails a piece of inner work. Because I hear like you need to come to the point whether this is a yes or a no, you will still be happy. You will still know how to generate that happiness and that love within yourself. So it's a yes with, in some cases, some cautions and stipulations about, going within to make the situation fully adjusted and fully clean and fully, like, I almost see this image of a camera, and like, it's like I see this image of like, oh, the camera, you look at something, but sometimes they put something in front of a camera and it's like, it's not fully it's not fully fine unless the camera filter is fully clean or if they're fully the right one. That's the image that I got. And I also got the image of hands, and that in some cases, I'm trying to get this. I'm getting this, like, I heard that in some cases to create this in this very small amount of cases, like someone didn't, they weren't entirely on the up and up in creating this. And this is only like a small, this is not all the cases of the people who asked this, but there's someone involved in this situation who wasn't quite integrous and honest. Like they weren't quite integrous and honest in creating this, but yeah, that's not all in all cases, but yeah. So that's what I get for pile number 5. I hope you found use to this, and maybe comment to what you get from this, or what your experience was from this reading. And I hope you'll yeah, see the other videos on my channel, and I hope this is of use to you and that you'll have a good day. All right. Bye-bye.